Now, can I start my class? Should I start my class?
Yes.
Sir, I think a few more students are there to join.
Okay. So wait for.
Normally there are 12 students, sir.
There are 12 stands, but here 9 participants are showing. Have you heard about organic chemistry before?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you define what is organic chemistry? Anyone? What is organic chemistry? As this is the first class, I will start from the beginning. Tell me, anyone? What is organic chemistry?
Study of carbon and its compounds.
Very good. Study of carbon and its compound. In periodic table, beta, there are 118 elements present. And out of that 118, you have to study about carbon and their compound. Is there any thing which make this carbon special? Any property which makes this carbon special so that one element dominates over remaining 117?
Self-linking property.
Linking property. Very good. Catenation. Very good. Catenation and linking property. The property of catenation is also observed in elements present in 14th group like silicon, germanium, tin also. Then what is the reason? Is there any extra reason for the formation of so much compound related to carbon? If you are saying the self-linkage property, then self-linkage property is also seen in case of silicon, germanium or 14th group element. Any other thing which makes carbon special?
Isomerism.
Ability to form isomers.
Yeah, isomers. Very good. Isomers. It can form isomers. But some inorganic molecule also form isomers. Inorganic molecule, silicon also form isomers. Tell me, any other property which make this carbon special? Now think, why any element?
Carbon is tetravalent.
Carbon is tetravalent. If carbon is tetravalent, then silicon, germanium is also tetravalent. Carbon is tetravalent, germanium, all the elements present in the 14th group are tetravalent. Now think, is why any atom form compound? Why any atom form compound? Tell me.
Because they want to be stable.
Very good. They want to be stable. And how any element be stable?
By attaining an
their
octet
laws.
By attaining their noble gas configuration, isn't it?
Yes, nearest noble gas.
So by attaining noble gas configuration, they are stable to complete their octet. Think for the periodic table. Periodic table will be like this. Periodic table will be like this. The first atom of the periodic table. Which is the first atom of the periodic table? Can you name that?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Very good. First atom is the hydrogen. Hydrogen. And what is the second one?
Helium.
Helium. Very good. Second one is helium. Third one?
Lithium.
Lithium. Lithium.
Fourth one?
Beryllium.
Beryllium.
Beryllium. Fifth
Beryllium.
one? Fifth one?
Boron.
Boron.
Boron. Sixth?
Carbon.
Carbon.
Seventh?
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
Carbon.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
Nitrogen.
Fluorine.
Fluorine.
Oxygen.
Yeah.
Fluorine.
These
Neon.
these are the second element. These are the second period elements, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now think for that. Electrons present in the outermost cell of lithium is 1. Electrons present in outermost cell of beryllium 2. Here 3. Here 4. Here 5. Here 6. Here 7. And in case of neon, it is 8.
8.
Neon has complete octet. Neon has complete octet. But think for the atoms present, think for the atoms, remaining atoms, lithium, beryllium, boron, they do not have complete octet. So if this lithium want to attain noble gas configuration, it has tendency to either lose 1 electron or to gain 7 electron, which is more easy to lose 1 electron or to gain 7 electron.
Lose one
Lose 1 electron.
That's why elements present on the first group tries to lose 1 electron and form M plus. So lithium plus, sodium plus, rubidium plus, cesium plus will be formed. Now think for beryllium. Beryllium has property to either lose 2 electrons or to gain 6 electron. Which is more easy, to lose 2 electrons
To
or
lose
gain
2.
electron?
Losing 2
Lose 2
electrons.
electrons.
Lose 2 electrons. Therefore, elements present in the second group tries to lose 2 electron and form M2 plus. Tries to form M2 plus. That's why beryllium 2 plus, magnesium 2 plus, calcium 2 plus are observed. Now think for boron or groups, elements present in this group. They have the property to either lose 3 electrons or to gain 5 electrons. Which is more easy, to losing 3 electrons or to
Losing 3
Lose 3.
electrons.
losing 3 electrons. That's why elements present in this group, 15 groups, this, yeah, 13 group tries to lose 3 electron and to form M3 plus, aluminium 3 plus, gallium 3 plus. Now think for halogens, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. They have tendency to either lose 7 electron or to gain 1 electron. Which is more easy, to gain 1 electron?
Gain 1 electron.
Gain
One
1
electron.
That's why halogens tries to gain 1 electron and form X minus, F minus, Cl minus, Br minus, I minus. Now think for oxygen or elements present in 16th group. They have tendency to lose 6 electrons or to gain 2 electron, which is more easy, to lose or to gain.
To gain 2 electrons.
Again,
That's why this oxygen tries to gain 2 electron and form oxides. And now for nitrogen, it has tendency to lose 5 electrons or to gain 3 electrons, which is more easier.
Gaining
To
3
gain 3
electrons.
electrons.
Gain 3 electrons.
Gain
So nitrogen tries to gain 3 electrons and form nitrite. But think for this carbon. Think for this carbon. This carbon has equal tendency. This carbon has equal tendency to lose 4 electrons or to gain 4 electrons. Therefore, it neither loses 4 electrons nor gain electrons, but it shares electron. It shares electron. Is it clear? So there are 2 types of compound formed. One by loss of electron or gain of electron. So those compounds which are formed by loss of electron or gain of electrons are called as ionic. But the compounds formed by sharing of electrons are called as covalent. So all organic compounds are covalently bonded. All organic compounds are covalently bonded. Do you know what is covalent bond?
Yes.
Bond formed between 2 non-metals.
No, bond formed by sharing of electrons. Bond formed by sharing of electrons are called as covalent. Bond formed by loss or gain of electrons are called as ionic. Bond. So there are 2 types of bond. For one by loss or gain of electron, and other by sharing of electrons. So it is important to note that all organic compounds are covalently bonded. All organic compounds are covalently bonded. And so if they tries to share electron, whole element on the periodic table are open to share the electrons. Therefore, large number of organic compounds are formed. And as it has valency 4, which is maximum, that's why in the books it is written tetravalency. Because here trivalency, divalency, monovalency, here again monovalency, divalency, but here they have tetravalency, that means maximum valency. That's why large number of compounds are formed by sharing of electron with carbon, isn't it? So write the definition also, so that your understanding will be enhanced. Write down. You have the notebook, no? You have the notebook?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, write in the notebook. Organic chemistry is the study of. Write it down. Organic chemistry Organic chemistry is the study of carbon and their compounds. Carbon and their compounds. Now, you must know the position of carbon in the periodic table. You must know the position of carbon in the periodic table. It is second period and 14th group. Isn't it? Write it down. The position of carbon. The position of carbon in periodic table is second period and 14th group. Second period and 14th group. Now, think. Elements present in the left-hand side of carbon. Elements present in the left-hand side of carbon has tendency to lose electrons, while elements present in the right-hand side of carbon have tendency to gain electron. So compound formed by loss or formed by gain of electrons are called as ionic. Write it down. Elements present in left hand side of carbon have tendency to lose electron, while elements present in right hand side of carbon have tendency to gain electron. So compound formed by loss or gain of electron are called as ionic compounds. Now think for the carbon. Carbon have equal tendency to either lose or to gain 4 electrons. Therefore, they tries to share electron. So compounds can also be formed by sharing of electrons. Write it down. Carbon have equal possibility to lose or gain 4 electron. Therefore, they neither lose nor gain electron, but they shares electron to form compound. So compound formed by sharing of electrons are called as covalent compounds, and bond is called as covalent bond. Bond is called as covalent bond. Isn't it? Now think. If you are saying that compounds are formed by sharing of electron, compounds are formed by sharing of electron. So there is possibility of sharing of one electron. There may be possibility of sharing of two electron. There may be possibility of sharing of 3 and 3 electrons. As the size is small, therefore there is no possibility of sharing of 4 electrons. So compound may be formed by sharing of 1 electron. Compound may be formed by sharing of 2 electrons. Compound may be formed by sharing of 3 electrons. If compounds formed by sharing of one electron, so this is called as single bond. This is called as single bond. If electrons, sharing of electron is 2, then this is called as double bond. And if sharing of electron is 3, it is called as triple bond. Isn't it? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Write this one also. A single bond B, B double bond C, B, E double bond B, and E triple bond B. Write it. This one also. Now, one important thing. First bond, single bond is called as sigma bond. First bond, single bond is called as sigma bond. If compound have double bond, one bond is sigma and another bond is pi. No matter, you can also write sigma above and pi below. One bond is sigma and another bond is pi. If compound is triple bonded, then middle bond is sigma and above and below bond are pi. One bond is sigma and two bonds are pi. Here one sigma, one pi. Here no pi, there is only sigma. Have you heard about this sigma and pi bond? Have you heard?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Don't worry. You just remember, then first bond, single bond is called as sigma. Single bond, in the chemical bonding, you will study in detail. Here, in case of organic chemistry, you just know that single bond is called as sigma, and double bond has one sigma, one pi, and triple bond has one sigma and 2 pi. Okay? Okay? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now think for hydrogen. Hydrogen has only one electron. Hydrogen has only one electron in the outermost shell. So it tries to gain one more electron to complete its duet. It tries to gain one more electron to complete its duet. So it is important. Think for that. Hydrogen has one electron. Hydrogen has one electron and it tries to gain one electron to complete its duet. So therefore, hydrogen always form sigma bond. Hydrogen always form sigma bond. As hydrogen do not have 2 electrons or 3 electrons, so double and triple bond will be not possible with hydrogen. Is it clear? Is
Yes,
it clear?
sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now
Okay.
think here. Once more. Can I rub this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, think
Yes, sir.
once more. Now think for periodic table once again. These are the elements which are generally encountered in organic chemistry. These are the elements which are generally encountered in organic chemistry. First one is hydrogen. Second, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and here chlorine, bromine, iodine, and here sulfur, phosphorus. These are only elements which can form large number of compounds. And think for the electrons in the outermost shell. Hydrogen has 1 electron. Carbon has 4 electrons. Nitrogen has 5 electrons. Oxygen has 6 electrons. And here fluorine has 7 electrons in its outermost shell. So if hydrogen has only 1 electron, so it will only form a single bond. No double bond, no triple bond. But think for the carbon. Carbon has 4 electrons. Carbon has 4 electrons in the outermost shell, so it can form 4 single bond. Okay, it can form 4 bond like this, one double and here single. It can form or share electrons like this, triple along with single. It may also form or share electrons like this. It may also share electron like this, isn't it? So carbon form 4 bond. It may be all bonds are single. It may have possibility that one double bond along with 2 single bond. It may also have possibility to form triple bond along with single bond, or it may have possibility to form 2 double bond. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Now write it down. Write this one also. Hydrogen 1 bond, carbon 4 bond. Write this. Because these are the bonds which I will use in the representation of organic molecules. These are the bonds which I will take in the representation of organic molecules. Now think for nitrogen. Nitrogen has 5 electrons. So to complete its octet, it needs 3 electrons. So 3 single bond can be formed by nitrogen. It may be possible that nitrogen form double bond along with single. It may be possible that nitrogen form triple bond. So there are 3 possibilities in case of attachment with nitrogen or sharing of electron with nitrogen. It may have possibility to form 3 single bond or double bond with single bond, or maybe all bond, it may be triple bond. Is it clear?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Write this one also. Write this one also. Now think for oxygen. Oxygen has 6 electrons in its outermost shell. So it needs only 2 electrons. So 2 single bond can be formed. There is possibility to form double bond. So oxygen form 2 bond, either or both 2 bonds are single, or maybe it is double. Right? This one also. Now last thing for fluorine. Fluorine has 7 electrons. So it only requires 1 electron. So it will form single bond. Write this also. Now this is the basic beta thing. Hydrogen has 1 electron. So it will always form sigma bond. Carbon have 4 electrons. So it may be possible all the 4 bonds are sigma. It may be possible carbon can form double bond along with this 2 single bond. In double bond, one bond is sigma, another bond is pi. And here this is single, so it is sigma, this is sigma. So carbon can form 1 pi bond along with 3 sigma. Carbon can form 4 sigma bond. Here it can be possible then carbon form 2 sigma bond and 2 pi bond. 2 sigma 2 pi can be like this, or 2 sigma 2 pi can be like this too. Is it clear? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Carbon form 4 bond. All the 4 bond may be single bonded. There is possibility that one double bond along with single. There is possibility triple bond along with single. There is possibility of 2 double bond may also be present. Think for nitrogen. Nitrogen can form 3 single bond. All the bonds are sigma. 1 double, 1 single. That means 1 sigma, 1 sigma, 1 pi. And here sigma and 2 pi. 2 pi. Oxygen, sigma, sigma, two lone pair. This is sigma, this is pi, and this is sigma. Isn't it? Now a term is coming. Think. Hydrogen has 1 electron and it is used in formation of bond. Carbon has 4 electrons and they are all used in the formation of bond. Maybe bond will be like this, maybe bond will be like this or this. But nitrogen has 5 electrons, but bond formation occur only with 3 electrons. These 2 electrons are free. These 2 electrons are free. These 2 electrons are free. So they are called as lone pair. They are called as lone pair of electrons. So nitrogen have 1 lone pair of electron. It may be written or it may not be written. But you will always think nitrogen has 1 lone pair of electron. Oxygen has 6 electrons. 2 electrons are used in the formation of bond, but these 2 lone pairs are free. So it is also important that oxygen has 2 lone pair of electron. Lone pair will be simply written as LP. LP means lone pair. So oxygen has 2 lone pair of electron. Nitrogen has 1 lone pair of electron. Fluorine has 3 lone pair of electron. 3 lone pair of electron. In IT Advanced 2013, one question is asked: in melamine, find the number of lone pair of electron present in that. So simple question may also be arises from this part. I will tell you later what is the structure of melamine. On that basis, you have to count the number of lone pair. At this particular point, you have to understand that hydrogen and carbon do not have any lone pair of electron. While nitrogen may be all single, maybe double with single or triple. All nitrogen has 1 lone pair of electron. Oxygen, both oxygen bonds are single or maybe double, but it has 2 lone pair of electron. In case of fluorine, it has 3 lone pair of electron. Can you remember this? Nitrogen
Yes,
has
sir.
1 lone pair, oxygen has 2 lone pair, and fluorine has 3 lone pair of electron. So it is very, very important. It is simply basic, but this is important. This is single bond, double with single, triple with single, 2 double bond. Nitrogen has 1 lone pair of electron, oxygen has 2 lone pair of electron, and fluorine has 3 lone pair of electron. Okay? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Okay, sir.
Wavin, sigma and pi, I will discuss in later classes. But at this particular point, single bond is called as sigma and double bond 1 sigma, 1 pi. Okay? Now, you are going to write the representation of molecule by using this particular form. Now, write the heading, representation of organic molecule. Write the heading, representation of organic molecules. Representation of organic molecules. There are 3 representations. There are 3 representations by which organic molecules are represented. First is dash form. Write down dash form. First is dash form. Now think. Single dash represents single bond. Double dash represents double bond. And triple dash represents triple bond. Triple bond will be written like TB, double bond like DB, and single bond like SB. Single line means single dash. Single dash represents single bond, double dash represent double bond, and triple dash represent triple bond. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
now take the help of these atoms and try to make some molecule. Like if you want to write the structure of methane, methane is CH4. CH4, hydrogen 4, carbon 1. The carbon, and now 4 hydrogen. So all the 4 hydrogens will be single bonded and methane will be written like this. Okay, single dash single bond, single dash single bond, single dash single bond, single dash single bond. This is called as dash form. This is called as dash form. If you want to write ethane, C2H6, C2H6, this is carbon-carbon single bond. This is carbon-hydrogen single bond. This is carbon-hydrogen single bond, and ethane will be written like this. If you want to write ethene, carbon-carbon double bond, the carbon-carbon double bond will be written like this. Ethene will be written like this. If you want to write ethyne triple bond, the H, C, triple bond C, and this is H. Single dash, it may be of carbon hydrogen single, it may be of carbon carbon single, it may be of carbon oxygen single. If you want to write methanol, CH3OH, this is CH3 and this is O, this is H. Single bond may be of carbon oxygen, maybe hydrogen oxygen, maybe carbon hydrogen, and this carbon is triple bonded, this carbon is double bonded, maybe this carbon is single bonded, no matter. Hydrogen will always form single bond. Hydrogen will always form single bond, no matter it is attached with oxygen, it is attached with carbon, triple bonded, double bonded, or single bonded. This representation is called as dash form, which you have read in 10th class or lower classes. Have you written some molecule in lower classes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This one is called as the dash form. Now comes to condensed form. Human body has one most important part. This is called as brain. Human body have most important part. This is called as brain. So they use this brain. As everyone knows that hydrogen has only one electron and it will always form one bond. It may be attached with oxygen, it may be attached with carbon, maybe triple bonded, double bonded, or single bonded. So one question arises, why we have to write this bond? Why we have to write this bond? Can we remove this bond? Yes. In condensed form, all these carbon hydrogen bonds are removed. In condensed form, all these carbon hydrogen bonds are removed and they are simply condensed with the atom to which it is attached. Like if you want to write the structure of methane, that this is C and 4 hydrogen. So methane will be written like this. Okay. If you want to write ethane, this carbon is attached with 3 hydrogen. This carbon is attached with 3 hydrogen. So it will be written like CH3. Again, this carbon is attached with 3 hydrogen. So it will be written like this. So this is methane, this is ethane. Now think for ethene, this carbon has 2 hydrogen. So it will be written like this, CH2 double bond. This carbon also has 2 hydrogen. It will be written like this, CH2. If you want to write the structure of ethine, hydrogen carbon will be written like this. And now triple bond, again carbon hydrogen. If you want to write the structure of methanol, this carbon has 3 hydrogen. This will be written like this, CH3, then O connected with H. These structures are called as condensed representation of the molecule. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now write this.
Yes,
form.
sir.
Write this.
I have a question.
Yeah, tell me.
For ethane, can we write H3C-CH3?
You can write like this, CH3. Correct representation will be like this one only. But you know that hydrogen can only form one bond. So hydrogen will be written here or here, no matter. Okay. That's why I said that human body has one most important thing. This is called as brain. You can write like CH3 or you may write H3C. Both are same. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now Now, you also know that carbon has tendency to form 4 bond. You also know that carbon has tendency to form 4 bond. And in organic chemistry, you are going to study compound related with carbon. Now question arises, is there any possibility that we do not write this carbon or hydrogen? Question arises, as all organic compounds are made up of carbon, so is there any possibility to write molecule in which carbon can be omitted, hydrogen can be omitted? So third representation comes, which is called as bond line representation. Now come to this, write it, bond line representation. Bond line representation. In bond line representation, molecule will be written like zigzag form. Molecule will be written like zigzag form. All the points of this zigzag, is assumed to be carbon. All the points of this zigzag are assumed to be carbon. And as you know that carbon can form 4 bond. As you know that carbon can form 4 bond, so 4 minus visible bond. 4 minus visible bond is the number of hydrogen. You don't have to write all the numbers of hydrogen. Just by decreasing with 4, you can get the number of hydrogen. Like this. You can think that at this particular point, this is connected with 1 bond. And if this carbon is connected 1 bond, then 4 minus 1, that means 3. So this particular point is CH3. This particular point is CH3. Think for this particular carbon, it shows that 1 and 2 bond. 2 bonds are visible. 2 bonds are visible. 4 minus 2, that means 2. So this particular carbon is CH2. CH2. Think for this particular carbon, here 1 and 2 bonds are visible, 4 minus 2, that means it is 2. Here again 2 bonds are visible, 4 minus 2, that means 2. So this is CH2, this is CH2. So CH2, CH2. And now this particular carbon has 1 visible bond to 4 minus 1, that means 3. So it is CH3. So last and most important representation is bond line representation. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Many questions. We will solve many questions related to this, so that the counting the number of hydrogen can be easy for you. Okay. At this particular point, you must know third bond line representation, in which molecules are written in zigzag form. Molecules are written in zigzag form like this. All these particular corners or points are carbon. This particular is carbon. And as carbon can form 4 bonds, 1 bond is seen to 4 minus 1, that means this is CH3. This is CH3, this is CH3, this is CH3, this is CH3. As this particular carbon is showing 3 bonds, and as this is carbon is showing 3 bonds, so 4 minus 3, that means this carbon has 1 hydrogen. Think for this particular carbon shows 4 bond, 4 minus 4, that means this carbon do not have any hydrogen. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I will give some example and ask to count the number of hydrogen present in each carbon, can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, try to solve some question related with that. Now, write the question, write the total number of hydrogen present at each carbon. Now, try to solve some question. Write the total number of hydrogens present at each carbon. Now, solve these 8 questions. Ravis, Johan, Alan, Athena, John. This class lecture will be available on my YouTube channel also. You can also revise from that. My YouTube channel is user Asnish2081. Okay. On this YouTube channel, I will upload this class lecture and you can go through that to revise organic more. 4 minus visible bond. 4 minus visible bond will give you the number of hydrogen present at each carbon. Do it slowly, because counting hydrogen is most important in organic chemistry, because this replacement of hydrogen will be seen in reactions of organic.
Sir, one doubt. Sir,
Yeah.
should we also count the hydrogen near the sulfur?
No, it is written as such. So no need to count this hydrogen. Only have to count the hydrogen present on carbon, present at the carbon. Okay. Here CH3 is written, no need to count this 3 hydrogen, no need to count this 3 hydrogen. Only the points where carbon is not showing, hydrogen is not showing, you have to count hydrogen over that particular point only. Now tell me, how many hydrogens are present over this particular carbon?
0.
Zero.
Because 4 bonds are seen over this particular carbon. 4 minus 4, that means 0. Very good, very good. Similarly, how many hydrogens are present over this carbon?
0.
Zero.
1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond, 4 bond. 4 minus 4, that means 0. And what about this? How many hydrogen?
2.
2. Very good. 1 bond, 2 bond. The 2 bonds are seen. 4 minus 2, that means 2 hydrogen. And what about this carbon?
0.
0.
0. Very good.
Zero.
1, 2, 3, 4. So no matter it has pi bond, no matter it has sigma bond, 4 bonds are visible. That means 4 minus 4, that means 0 hydrogen. Once again, I'm saying, no matter it has pi bond, no matter it has sigma bond. Okay. Now think for the number of hydrogen present over this carbon. How much? How much hydrogen is present over this carbon?
0.
0. 1 bond, 2
Zero.
bond, 3 bond, 4 bond. 4 minus 4, that means 0. And what about this? What about this? How much hydrogen are there?
0.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus 4, that means this carbon also has 0 hydrogen. What about this?
0.
0.
0.
Very good. What about this?
2.
2.
2.
Very good.
2.
What about this?
2.
2.
Very good. Very good. Some compound have good smell, good fragrance, but some compound also has worse smell. These are the 2 organic compounds which have worst smell in whole world. Now, think for this. How many hydrogens are present over this carbon?
2.
2. For this,
Two.
here.
2.
2.
Very good. Here.
2.
2.
2.
Here.
2.
2. Here.
2.
2.
2.
2. And now,
Two.
here.
0.
0.
0.
Very good. 0. Now, think for this. Think for the number of hydrogen present over this carbon. How much?
1.
1.
Very
1.
good. Very good. 1, 2, 3 bonds are visible. 4 minus 3, that means 1 hydrogen. Very good. Think for this molecule. Think for this molecule. How many hydrogen are present over this carbon?
0.
0.
1.
1,
0.
1, 4,
0.
1. 4 minus 4, that means 0.
0.
0.
How many hydrogen are present over this?
1.
0.
0.
0.
0. 0.
How many
Zero,
hydrogen are
zero.
present over this carbon?
1.
1.
1. Very
One.
good. What about this? How many hydrogen?
1.
1.
1.
1. 1.
Very good. Very good.
1.
So these are the compound present in coffee. Have you drank coffee? The taste of coffee comes from this compound only. Now, you have eaten many biscuits and cakes also. Compounds give good taste of the cake comes from this compound. Now, think for the hydrogen present over this carbon.
1.
1.
1.
1.
Here,
One.
here, here.
1.
1.
One.
One.
In this carbon.
One.
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 Over this carbon.
One.
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 And what about this carbon?
Zero.
Zero. Zero.
Very good. Very good. This is the medicine used to prevent heart diseases, heart attacks. Now think for the hydrogen present over this carbon.
Zero.
Zero. What about
Zero.
what about this?
Zero.
One.
One.
One, not
One.
zero. One, two, three. So
One.
minus three. That
One.
One.
What
One.
about this?
One.
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 What about
One.
this?
One.
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 This.
One.
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 What about
One.
this? One.
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 Think for this one.
Two.
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 Think for this one.
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 One, two, three bonds are there. 4 minus 3. That means 1. What about this?
Two.
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 What about this?
One.
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 1.
One.
Now, can you easily solve the number of hydrogens present at each carbon? Because this is the basic of organic chemistry. When you can solve such question, then only you can easily solve the reaction part. Now, the question was in ITJEE 2013, the number of lone pair present in structure of melamine is. The structure of melamine is like this. The structure of melamine is like this. This is the structure of melamine. This is the structure of melamine. How many nitrogen are present in this melamine? Tell me. How many nitrogen are present in this melamine?
Six.
Six. And each nitrogen has how many lone pair of electrons?
Two.
Nitrogen.
One. One.
It may be single bonded, it may be double bonded. All the nitrogen has one lone pair of electron. So question is total number of lone pair of electron present in the melamine. How many lone pair of electrons are there?
12.
How many nitrogens are present in melamine? How many nitrogens are present?
Six.
If melamine has melamine has 6 nitrogen and each nitrogen has one lone pair of electron, then total number of lone pair of electron present in melamine. How much?
Six.
6. Answer was 6.
Six.
Answer was 6. 6 nitrogens are present in melamine and each nitrogen has one lone pair of electron. So total lone pair of electron present in melamine is 6. Now think for this molecule. How many lone pair of electron? Sulfur has 2 lone pair of electron because it is just below the oxygen. Sulfur has 2 lone pair of electron. So how many lone pair of electron is present in this molecule?
4.
4. Very good. 2 from this one, 2 from this one. How many lone pair of electron is present in this molecule?
Two.
2 or 4?
Four.
4. Because oxygen also has 2 lone pair of electron. Sulfur also has 2 lone pair of electron. So lone pair of electron present in this molecule is 4. How many lone pair of electron is present in this molecule? 4. Because this molecule has 2 oxygen. This molecule has 2 oxygen and each oxygen has 2 lone pair of electron. Therefore, 4 lone pair of electron is present in this. How many lone pair of electron in vinyl halide? Vinyl halide. Have you heard about vinyl halide?
No, sir.
No, sir.
PVC,
No, sir.
polyvinyl chloride, pipe, water pipe, PVC. So PVC comes from this only vinyl chloride. If infinite number of vinyl chloride can be condensed together, added together, they will form a polymer which is called as polyvinyl chloride. Now, how many lone pair of electron is present in vinyl chloride? Tell me.
Three.
Because chlorine or all the halogens has 3 lone pair of electron. Similarly, how many lone pair of electron is present in this molecule?
Four.
4 or 2?
Two. Sorry. Two.
Nitrogen has only one lone pair of electron. Nitrogen has only one lone pair of electron. Oxygen has 2 lone pair of electron. Halogens has 3 lone pair of electron. Now think for this. How many lone pair is present in this molecule?
Four.
No matter oxygen is single bonded, no matter oxygen is double bonded, oxygen has 2 lone pair of electron. No matter nitrogen is single bonded, no matter nitrogen is double bonded, nitrogen has 1 lone pair of electron.
Electron.
Last. How many lone pair of electron is present in this molecule?
5.
5. 2 comes from this oxygen, 2 comes from this oxygen, and 1 lone pair comes from this nitrogen. So total number of lone pair of electron is 5.
5.
Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
Sir.
now, next topic is
Yes, sir.
types of carbon and hydrogen. Write it down. Red heading, types of carbon and hydrogen. Types of carbon and hydrogen. Types of carbon and hydrogen. Now, first you have to understand the definition. First, you have to understand the definition of carbon, types of carbon. As you know that carbon form tetra bond, carbon form 4 bond, tetravalency. So it may be possible that carbon is attached with non-carbon. It may be hydrogen, it may be chlorine, it may be sulfur, it may be any other atom, any other than carbon. So carbon attached with none or one carbon. If carbon attached with none or one carbon, then such carbon is called as primary carbon, and primary carbon will be written like 1 degree carbon. I will write the definition. First, you have to understand. I will write it down. First, you have to understand the definition. If carbon is attached with 2 carbon, if carbon is attached with 2 carbon, then such carbon is called as 2 degree or secondary carbon. If carbon is attached with 3 carbon, if carbon is attached with 3 carbon, then such carbon is called as tertiary carbon. And if carbon is attached with 4 carbon, if carbon is attached with 4 carbon, then such carbon is called as quaternary or 4 degree carbon. So on the basis of attachment of carbon with other carbon, on the basis of attachment of carbon with other carbon, 4 types of carbon are there. One is primary, one is secondary, one is tertiary, one is quaternary. Carbon attached with none, like CH4, like chloroform, CaCl3. The carbon attached with none or one is called as primary. Carbon attached with 2 is called as secondary. Carbon attached with 3 is called as tertiary, and carbon attached with 4 is called as quaternary. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
write the definition.
Yes, sir.
Write the definition. Write it down. Carbon attached with none or one carbon. In case of secondary, carbon attached with 2 carbon. In case of tertiary, carbon attached with 3 carbon. In case of quaternary, carbon attached with 4 carbon. The carbon attached with none or one carbon, carbon attached with 2 carbon, carbon attached with 3 carbon, and carbon attached with 4 carbon. Now, take the example so as to get better understanding of the topic. Think for this molecule. Now, try to find how many carbon is attached with this carbon. Tell me, how many carbon is attached with this carbon? 1, because this carbon is attached with 1 carbon. So, nature of carbon is primary. Think for this carbon. How many carbon is attached?
Tertiary.
2.
2. That's why it is called as secondary carbon. Now think for this. What is the nature of this carbon?
Tertiary.
Tertiary.
3 carbon.
Tertiary.
What about this?
Primary.
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 What about this?
Primary.
Primary.
What about this?
Primary.
Primary.
What about this?
Primary.
Primary.
Primary. And what about this?
Quaternary.
Quaternary.
Yes, carbon is attached with 4 carbon. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, Now think for this molecule, because in this molecule, it may be possible that you will give wrong answer. Wrong answer. Think for this. Think for this, because this type of question are asked in competition where your understanding will be really judged. Think for this carbon. What about this? Primary, secondary, or tertiary? Or quaternary?
Secondary.
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 Very good. Very good. What about this?
Secondary.
Primary.
What about this?
Secondary.
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 Now, what about this?
Primary.
Primary.
Primary or secondary?
Primary.
Primary.
Very good. Never think then 2 bond will be secondary. Never think 2 bond secondary, 3 bond tertiary, 4 bond quaternary. Carbon attached with 1 or none primary. Carbon attached with 2 secondary. Carbon attached with 3 tertiary. Carbon attached with 4 carbon quaternary. This carbon is attached with 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. This carbon is connected with only 1 carbon, so it is primary. Very good, very good. What about this? What about
Secondary.
Primary.
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 Cl, Cl, not carbon. This is Cl, not carbon. Okay. This is Cl, chlorine. So this carbon is connected only with 1 carbon, 1 oxygen, 1 hydrogen, 1 chlorine. The carbon attached with 1 carbon, it is primary. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I will give some example and try and ask to write or indicate each carbon, whether it is primary, secondary, or tertiary, can you write that?
Yes, sir.
Now, try to solve this question. Try to solve this question. Nature of carbon. Try to solve. Try to solve. 1 minute. First, I remove this. Yeah, this one here. One minute. Now, try to solve. Take this example. Write it in your notebook and try to solve whether it is primary, secondary, or tertiary, or quaternary. Indicate at each carbon. Write in your notebook. Primary carbon is that carbon which is attached with none or one. Secondary, that carbon which is attached with two. Tertiary, the carbon attached with 3 carbon. And quaternary, carbon attached with 4 carbon. On the basis of attachment of carbon with other carbon, this primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary nature is given. Think for this. Have you done?
No, sir.
Take time.
No, sir.
Take time. Doing question correctly is more important than doing question fastly. Take time. Can we start discussion? Take time. Take time. Now, can we start discussion? Okay, take some time. Take some time. Can we start discussion? Now, tell me, what is the nature of this particular carbon? Whether this is primary, secondary, tertiary, or quaternary?
Primary.
Primary. Very good. Because this is connected with only one carbon, primary. What about this?
Secondary.
Secondary.
Secondary. What about this?
Tertiary.
Tertiary.
Tertiary. What about this?
Primary.
Primary. What about this?
Primary.
Primary.
Very good. What about this carbon?
Primary.
Primary.
What about this carbon?
Primary.
Primary.
Primary. What about this carbon?
Tertiary.
Tertiary.
What about this carbon?
Tertiary.
Tertiary.
Tertiary. What about this one?
Primary.
Primary. This one?
Primary.
Primary.
What about this carbon?
Quaternary.
Quaternary. What about this carbon?
Primary.
Primary. What about this?
Primary.
Primary. What about this?
Primary.
Primary.
What about this carbon?
Tertiary.
Tertiary.
It is hard or simple? Question is hard or simple? Simple. Now, think for these three molecules. Think for these three molecules. What about this carbon?
Primary.
Primary.
Primary. Now, what for this?
Secondary.
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 Secondary. Very good. Because this carbon is connected with two carbon. One is nitrogen. So it is secondary. What about this one?
Tertiary.
Secondary.
Carbon. Carbon is connected with three carbon. What about this?
Tertiary.
Tertiary. Carbon is connected with three carbon. So it is tertiary. This is primary. This is primary. What about this one?
Tertiary. Secondary.
Secondary.
Because one is chlorine. One
Secondary.
chlorine, not carbon. Not
Secondary.
carbon. This is chlorine. One carbon, two carbon. So it is secondary. Very good.
Secondary.
All these three are primary. It will not have any doubt. This is secondary. This is secondary. This is secondary. This is secondary. What about this one?
Tertiary.
Quaternary.
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 And what about this one?
Tertiary.
Tertiary.
Very good. Now confusion may arises over this position. What is this? Primary, secondary, tertiary, or quaternary?
Tertiary.
Tertiary.
Because one is oxygen. Carbon is connected with three carbon. This is tertiary. Confusion may arises over this position. What is the nature? Primary, secondary, or tertiary?
Primary.
Primary.
Primary. Carbon is attached with only one carbon. Here secondary, here tertiary, here secondary, and this is primary.
Primary.
Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, one more thing which you have to understand. Here, the definition is carbon attached with none or one carbon is called as primary. Here definition is carbon attached with two carbon is called as secondary. Here definition is carbon attached with three carbon is called as tertiary. And here definition is carbon attached with four carbon is called as quaternary. As quaternary carbon makes all the four bonds, so there is no possibility of any other atom to be connected over this. But this carbon has one valency left, so there is possibility that this carbon is attached with hydrogen. There is possibility these two positions may have hydrogen. There is possibility that this particular position may have hydrogen. So hydrogen present on primary carbon. Hydrogen present over primary carbon is called as primary hydrogen. Hydrogen present on secondary carbon is called as secondary hydrogen, and hydrogen present over tertiary carbon is called as tertiary hydrogen. The carbon are of four types: primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. While hydrogen are of three types: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Hydrogen present on primary carbon is called as primary, hydrogen present on secondary carbon is called as secondary, and hydrogen present on tertiary carbon is called as tertiary. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Now, write
Yes,
the
sir.
definition also. Write the definition also. Write it down. Hydrogen present hydrogen present on primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon are called as primary hydrogen, secondary hydrogen, tertiary hydrogen respectively. Hydrogen present on primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon are called as primary hydrogen, secondary hydrogen, tertiary hydrogen respectively. Now think, how many hydrogen is present over this particular carbon? Tell me, how many hydrogen is present over this particular carbon?
3.
3.
3.
Three.
How many hydrogen is
Three.
present over this particular carbon?
3.
3.
3. How many
Three.
hydrogen is present over this
Three.
carbon? 3. Over
Three.
this
Three.
carbon?
Three.
3. Over this
Three.
carbon?
Three.
3. So
Three.
question, if
Three.
we ask how many hydrogen, how many primary hydrogen is present in this molecule? How many primary hydrogen is present over this molecule?
5.
What will your answer?
5.
No, 5. 5 primary carbon. Nature of carbon and number of hydrogen are different. Number of carbon, primary carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of primary carbon is 5. But each primary carbon has 3 hydrogen. And each carbon has 3 hydrogen. So number of hydrogen, primary hydrogen will be 15. Is it clear? Is it
sir.
clear? The number of
Yes,
primary carbon in this molecule is 5. Number of primary carbon in this molecule is 5, but each primary carbon has 3 hydrogen. So number of hydrogen present in this molecule will be 5 into 3, that is 15. What will be the number of secondary carbon present in this molecule? What will be the number of secondary carbon present over this molecule? What will be your answer?
1.
Secondary carbon present in this molecule. How many? 1.
One.
This carbon is only secondary. So number of secondary carbon is 1. But what will be the number of secondary hydrogen present in this molecule?
2.
2.
3, not
Two.
only 2, because this carbon has only 2 hydrogen. That's why in the beginning of the lecture, I've given you how to count the number of hydrogen present at each carbon. So number of hydrogen present over this carbon is 2. So number of hydrogen will be 2. Now think for how many tertiary carbon is present in the molecule. Tertiary carbon. 1. This particular has only 1 tertiary carbon. And how many tertiary hydrogen is present in this molecule? How many tertiary hydrogen is present? 1. Because
One.
this tertiary carbon has only 1 hydrogen. So number of hydrogen, tertiary hydrogen is 1. How
1.
many quaternary carbon is present in this molecule?
1.
1.
1. And how
One.
many quaternary hydrogen is present?
0.
0.
There is
0.
Is there quaternary hydrogen? Is any
No.
terms quaternary
No.
hydrogen? If you are saying that the number is 0, that means you have in mind that number may vary 1, 2, 3 or 4. So in defining, you should see nature of carbon is of 4 types: primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. And nature of hydrogen is only 3 types. Quaternary, name of quaternary hydrogen will never be exist. Now think for this molecule. Try to find the number of primary carbon, number of secondary carbon, number of tertiary carbon. Similarly, number of quaternary carbon and number of primary hydrogen, secondary hydrogen, tertiary hydrogen in this molecule. Try to solve the question. Find the number. Tell me, how many primary carbon is present in this molecule?
1.
1. 1
2.
or 2?
2.
2.
2.
2. This is primary. This is also primary. So number of primary carbon will be 2. What about number of secondary carbon?
3.
3.
3.
What about number
3.
of tertiary carbon?
Zero.
Zero.
What about number of quaternary carbon?
Zero.
Zero.
Now, what is the number of primary hydrogen? Important.
2.
What is the number of primary hydrogen in this molecule? Number of primary hydrogen?
6.
6. 6. No. Here,
6.
at this particular
Four.
carbon, there are
Two.
3 hydrogen. But here, at this particular carbon, there is only 1 hydrogen. And over
Four.
this particular carbon, there is only 2 hydrogen.
4.
Is it
Four.
clear? Not
3.
4, beta,
Four.
not 4.
Four.
This
3.
particular carbon
3.
has 2 hydrogen.
Three.
This particular carbon has
3.
only 1 hydrogen. 1 hydrogen.
3.
So number of primary hydrogen will be
3.
3. Number of primary hydrogen will be 3. What about number of secondary hydrogen? What is the number?
6.
6. Because each secondary carbon has 2 hydrogen. So number of secondary hydrogen will be 6.
6.
So in this question, one important thing comes. If molecule is hydrocarbon, which will have only hydrogen and carbon, in that case, this particular terminal has CH3, that means 3 hydrogen. Secondary has 2 hydrogen, tertiary has 1 hydrogen. But if compound is a derivative of hydrocarbon, that is hydrogen carbon along with any other atom, atom may be oxygen, may be nitrogen, may be sulfur, may be chlorine, may be phosphorus. If any other atom other than hydrogen carbon is present, in that case, always be careful. Never multiply 3 for primary, 2 for secondary, 1 for tertiary. Always try to count the number of hydrogen present over the carbon. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
In case
Yes,
of
sir.
hydrocarbon, primary has generally 3 hydrogen, secondary has generally 2 hydrogen, and tertiary has only 1 hydrogen. But if molecule is derivative of hydrocarbon, that is any other atom such as oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine, phosphorus, etc. are present, in that particular case, always count the number of hydrogen. Never multiply by 3 for primary, never multiply by 2 for secondary, and never multiply by 1 for tertiary. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now think for this molecule. Think for this molecule and try to solve. Think for this molecule and try to solve. Count the number of primary carbon, number of secondary carbon, number of tertiary carbon, number of quaternary carbon, number of primary hydrogen, secondary hydrogen, and tertiary hydrogen. Now try to solve. Try to count. Once again, write the structure in your notebook and try to solve. Try to count the number of carbons and number of hydrogens. Can we discuss? Now tell me, the number of primary carbon present in this molecule.
1.
1. This one. This is the primary one.
Yeah.
1. What is the number of secondary carbon present in this molecule?
2.
2. Very good. What is the number of tertiary carbon present in this molecule?
2.
2. Clear? Here, think for this one. This is also CH3. 1 and 2. 2 primary. 2 primary carbon is there. Not 1. Okay? This is primary. This is primary. 2 primary
Four
carbon.
primary carbon.
Four primaries.
Not 2.
primary
1, 2,
Four
3,
primaries.
4. 4 primary carbon. Sorry. 4 primary carbon is present in this molecule. Secondary. Number of secondary is how much?
2.
2.
2.
And what about tertiary? How much tertiary carbon is present?
2.
2.
2.
2. 1 and 1. 2. And what about number of quaternary carbon?
0.
0.
Zero.
Very good. Very good. Now, think for the number of primary hydrogen. How many primary hydrogen present in this molecule?
11.
11. Never multiply by 3. 3, 3, 3. But this carbon has only 2 hydrogen. So number will be 11. What about the number for secondary hydrogen? 4. Because this carbon has 2
4.
hydrogen. This carbon has 2 hydrogen. So number of hydrogen will be 4. Secondary.
4.
What about tertiary hydrogen? How much tertiary hydrogen is there?
1.
1. Because this particular
1.
tertiary carbon do not have any hydrogen. This particular tertiary carbon has 1 hydrogen. So the number of hydrogen, tertiary hydrogen will be 1. If question will be asked to find the number of primary, secondary, tertiary hydrogen or carbon, can you solve that? Can you solve that?
Yes, sir.
Now, I am closing today's class over this particular point. In next class, you are going to study about functional group, because carbon may be attached with any other atom, may be attached with nitrogen, may be attached with oxygen, may be attached with halogen. It may be attached with carbon-oxygen single bond. It may be attached with carbon-oxygen double bond. So there are different names comes like alkene, alkene, alkyne, benzene, alcohol, amine, aldehyde, ketones, nitrile, acid halide. So these names are very much important, because on the basis of this name only chapters are generated. Like in 11th class, you have to study hydrocarbon. That means alkene, alkene, alkyne, and benzene. In 12th class, alkyl halide, aryl halide. So you must know the difference between alkyl halide and aryl halide. Second chapter is alcohol, ether, phenol. You must know the difference between alcohol, ether, and phenol. Next is aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid. That means you must understand what is aldehyde, what is ketone, what is carboxylic acid. And last one is amine. You have to understand what are amines. So next class, most important thing, functional group will be taught. Okay? Have you enjoyed the class?
Yes, sir.
Now, all the class lectures will be available on my YouTube channel. You can watch from that particular site too. And you can ask your doubt on my WhatsApp number. And you can also connect with my Telegram channel. Okay? I will share many things over this particular platform. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm closing the class and we will meet in the next one. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good,
Thank you, sir.
good night. Bye.